Hey everybody, it's Sandman, PR Vlogger. Got Michael Dotson with me. We're doing an update on Pro Wrestling Club. When's our next meeting, Michael?
Supposed to be the day before SummerSlam. We still need to get all the particulars worked out with our library here on getting it set up and everything like that.
So next month, the Saturday before the day of the pay-per-view, we'd like to have more attendees this go around.
Yeah, that would be great.
So we're reminding you guys now, if you're in the vicinity of Grundy, Southwest Virginia, you should attend our meeting.
Oh, yeah.
Is there a particular assignment that we have for people who are going to attend as far as old pay-per-view to watch?
I'm sure they will be that day and everything, but you know how we look back at a old pay-per-view. Probably will look back at a SummerSlam from the past. You know, one that maybe me and you grew up on or something.
I'm a big fan of '96.
Really?
When Taker and Stone Cold went at it.
Yeah.
Love that one.
I think it was one of my favorite was probably '92 Hart and Perfect.
Oh yeah.
When Hart finally captured the IC title.
Definitely.
One of my personal favorites.
But we're going to talk about Great Balls of Fire today. That is this week.
Yeah.
The end this Sunday. We hope everybody's having a great 4th. We are in the Buchanan County Public Library. We're doing this little update for the channel. So Michael's got a rundown sheet. We'll begin discussing our thoughts.
As of right now, they've only been 5 confirmed matches so far, so I'm pretty sure that more will be confirmed tonight on Raw. Some of the ones that I believe could possibly fill out the card, possibly Finn Balor versus Elias Sampson.
Mm-hmm.
They've got kind of a program going.
Mm-hmm.
I believe it's more or less because neither one of them's really got anything going on right now.
Mm-hmm.
I'd really like to see them push Finn on up the card a little bit and
give Sampson would be a good stepping stone to that goal.
Give him a better program. But if this does happen, I see Baylor. I don't see how he can go down against Sampson at this point.
Mm-hmm.
Next up, probably the hottest feud right now on Raw is Enzo and Big Cass. The big guy turned on Enzo a few weeks back, and after all this many weeks of trying to figure out who the attacker was on Enzo, and in the end it turned out to be Big Cass. Who do you see on this one?
It's been hard on the universe. They're taking the breakup hard. Charles is right here. He's off to the side. He is here for the filming. Our dad, for instance, was not very happy that Cass did it. It's some really good heat.
Yeah.
And I'd be super shocked if Enzo was to win.
I see, no pun in the name here, I see big things from Big Cass in the near future. Kind of reminds me of maybe like Diesel and Shawn's breakup and everything.
Very similar tones.
What's a little bit different is I don't think both of them.
You can't compare Enzo to HBK,
no.
But you can compare
the fact that one of them's going to come out kind of like Shawn and Marty, you know, stuff like that. But I don't know. Maybe Enzo will have a pretty good run at maybe like the IC title or something.
I think he needs to go to 205.
Like I told
that's
you,
the only place he has a chance.
There's so many guys that could get on that cruiserweight. You know, as far as the 205 goes, if they would just put them there, I'd rather see them there.
They need to take the weight class thing seriously or not. They can't just halfway do it.
I mean,
they're either going to honor there's a weight class or there isn't.
You would think that, you know, you named the show 205. You would think that you're going to take it seriously and stick with it. If that's the case, put some of these guys that are doing nothing on Raw and SmackDown down on 205.
Yeah,
I mean,
because they're running out of matches on 205.
Yes.
You can only see Tozawa fight T.J. Perkins so many times before you're not going to want to see it anymore.
You've got basically 3 or 4 guys that could be on a pay-per-view show. And the rest of them are just every now and then throw one guy in with Neville on 205 or whatever.
They have no personality, no mic skills.
No characters.
Yeah, they can do handstands and flips, but that's not enough.
Yeah, you got to have gotta have a character there. What do you think? They're a big cast.
Yeah.
Yeah, no doubt. I don't know. They may actually put that one off and not have that on Great Balls of Fire. Maybe push that to SummerSlam.
Mm-hmm.
And
Realistically,
so we may not see that one. Goldust's big heel turn recently on R-Truth. That could possibly be a matchup at Great Balls of Fire between Goldust and R-Truth. I guess they're going to give old Goldie one last run as his original character, I guess.
He's a natural, isn't he?
Oh, yeah. Say what you want about the character. The man has a lot of longevity.
Oh, yeah.
I mean,
well, he's dialed back the clock.
Since apparently Taker's retired, he's one of the oldest tenured superstars on the roster. And
he was
the fact
there.
that Kane's not there right now.
He was there when they would do the old Raws in the real small venues, man.
Backlot brawl with him and Piper.
Oh, yeah.
But I don't know. I really don't understand the feud. I mean, they're both, older superstars, and I really can't figure out what would come out of this. I can understand if Goldust was putting a younger talent over or something, but I guess it's just filler, I guess. I see Goldust in this one. Another feud that's gotten kind of heated here recently, The Miz and Ambrose. Mm-hmm. And Miz has got a couple stooges with him now, and Bo Dallas and Curtis Axel.
That's good. Those guys are getting TV time again.
Any TV time
is better than none.
Yeah, exactly.
I think it's a good persona for both those dudes.
Oh, yeah.
They're cleaned up now. They're in suits.
Yeah.
They're rolling with this gimmick. They're getting used. So why would they say no to that?
Exactly. Miz is just a natural.
I see Miz retaining via cheating. He can't beat Ambrose clean.
He is without a doubt one of the top heels, I believe. I mean, I don't know how a lot of people feel about that, but I've always enjoyed Miz's work as a heel. He's just completely lost.
It took me longer than
it
it
did
you to accept him as a top.
I hate the fact, like I said before, that they moved him to Raw. Miz could be a lot better off on SmackDown, I do believe, but at least he's getting some good program share with Ambrose and stuff for the IC title picture.
What about tag teams? What do you got?
Tag teams, I think that maybe we'll have another match with Cesaro and Sheamus against the Hardys. Mm-hmm. Not sure if that'll happen, or maybe they'll put it off and do some kind of three-way match or something at SummerSlam, and maybe we won't see the tag team title match here.
Do you feel that dropping the titles to Cesaro and Sheamus has hurt the Hardys' comeback in any
No,
way?
not at all. I think the main, I could be wrong, but I think the main reason for the Hardys is coming back is the same thing with the Dudleys a few years back. They come back to try to get some of these younger teams over.
And credibility.
Yeah, because, I mean, you got somebody like Cesaro and Sheamus go out and have a 5-star match against the Hardys and win the titles. I mean, that boosts them up big time.
Those Reborn T-shirts that WWE is pushing, they're selling like crazy.
Yeah, the Hardys are as over now as they was 20 years ago. Because you watch Raw on Monday night, and there's all kinds of people with the Hardy shirts on and everything. I mean, they're just as over now as they was in 1997.
Those boys are hot.
Yep, no doubt. Really enjoyed seeing them in Pikeville.
Oh, yeah.
As far as confirmed matches go, we have Seth Rollins and Bray Wyatt. Mm-hmm. I really believe this is probably just filler for a future feud. They really don't have nothing for either one of them.
Not much build-up.
This is not a real hot feud right now, but
well, this could be a notch, as you say, down the line when they have more time to have a meaty rivalry. This is something that could be used in future.
Yeah.
This step of this.
I just really hate the way they're doing Bray Wyatt. It's like most people probably have already forgotten that he was world champion at one point this year. Mm-hmm. But it's like a start and stop thing with Bray. Bray will get a huge win,
right,
and then he'll lose 3 matches,
and then his momentum is taken from him,
and then he'll get another big win, and then he'll lose a few more.
It's been that way since he debuted.
Yeah, it's just start and stop with him. That's why, believe it or not, I really believe that maybe Bray picks up the win here because, I mean, they've pushed him down so much over the past few big matches he's had. He really needs.
I'm going to go with the Shield guy and say Seth. It'll be a clean win. It'll be a tough win, but Seth.
Next one, really hard to understand. Got the ambulance match with Roman Reigns and Braun Strowman.
Right.
Theoretically, you would think that Roman's going to come out on top here because he's already been named pretty much the #1 contender, and he's got a shot at the winner of the Universal title match that's, coming up at SummerSlam. But you got Braun, who's came back and as hot as can be right now.
Yeah.
And they've built him up to be a monster. So who loses this match?
Plus, they got him a lot sooner. He was supposed to be on the DL longer.
Yeah. I think all that was just a complete work. They knew that he would be back in a short amount of time, and they made it
They
seem
wanted
like
the universe to say, well, no Braun in the picture.
Yeah.
They were trying to set up Strowman and Lesnar.
Yeah.
And then the injury happened. And then now you have Joe and Lesnar.
Yeah.
Like, a lot of people are saying that should be Strowman and Lesnar headlining this pay-per-view.
Yeah.
If it weren't for the injury.
I'd say it should have been Strowman and Lesnar now, and it should be Joe and Lesnar at SummerSlam. This is a very big match for a midsummer pay-per-view, like Great Balls of Fire.
Right.
The Lesnar-Joe match should happen at SummerSlam.
It should have been a bigger pay-per-view.
But anyway, back to the Reigns-Strowman match.
I say Strowman.
I think it has to be Strowman, but I really don't understand why you
won't be shocked if Roman wins it.
Why you would bury Reigns at this point with him going into the title match at SummerSlam. But
he beat Big Show 2 years ago.
Yeah. But I'm like you, I say Strowman in that one. Next up, you got the Raw Women's Championship match, Alexa Bliss, Sasha Banks. You think the title changes hands here?
Banks.
I think it goes back to what we seen several months ago, guys, with Sasha and Charlotte flip-flopping the title and everything.
I think they feel like they've had Sasha in this support role for Bayley long enough.
Yeah.
And she's paid her dues at not winning. And now they're flipping the script and saying, okay, we're going to give it to her strong. And
I hate to really bury Bliss here, but I think this possibly sets up Sasha and Bayley finally.
Yes.
A Sasha Bayley match at
This
SummerSlam.
whole buddy thing will come to an end, and they will have rivalry.
Oh, yeah.
As epic as the women's division can be.
Oh, yeah. Next up, we get the cruiserweight match from 205 with the king of the cruiserweights,
Not
Neville,
excited for this match at all.
versus Akira Tozawa, who recently joined the Titus Worldwide brand, which I believe it's like they portraying this whole thing with Titus O'Neil to be like anybody that joins, it's like it just kind of screws them over because they get on this losing streak and they can't win. Do you remember when the reporter was talking to him about ever since Apollo Crews had joined up with Titus that he had been on a losing streak and stuff? So I believe the same thing is going to happen here with Tozawa. And I see Neville coming out on top here. Like we was talking before the show, guys, 205 is just, they just don't have no characters, not a lot of personality behind them.
They can't hold the interest of the audience.
It's 2 and 3 guys constantly back and forth. It's like around
TJ Perkins and Neville can't carry the whole division.
That's right.
I think they need to get every light guy on the main roster, throw them in there.
Like we
Make
was talking
factions.
earlier about Enzo. I mean, if you don't have nothing with Enzo now, him and Big Cass is broke up, why not just put Enzo over there? Because I'm not sure of the weight, but it has to be close to 205.
And the little Lucha Dragon, what's his name?
Yeah, Callisto. What do you see there? Neville retaining.
Easily.
Next up, probably what I feel should be the SummerSlam main event with Brock Lesnar and Samoa Joe.
I'm excited about this match.
Oh, yeah. The Beast versus the Destroyer.
They made Samoa Joe look super strong last Monday when he caught Lesnar from behind, had him in the Coquina clutch. Lesnar did bash him into the screen a couple of times to try and break free. It didn't work out.
Oh, yeah.
He still had it synced in. They made, I don't know what's going to happen tonight. They're both going to be there tonight. And do they let Samoa look strong again and then squash him at Great Balls of Fire? Or is it another locker room has to break him up tonight and then Joe wins at Great Ball? If Joe wins, he needs to win. It needs to not be no interference. It needs to be by the skin of his teeth. But I still would love to see it. I don't think it's likely. I think the odds are against Joe.
I don't think so either. I'd love to see a title run with Joe. I just don't think that they're ready for it quite yet. I see Brock coming out, but believe me, I don't think he's going to come out unscathed.
A lot of fans are fed up that we haven't seen the champ since WrestleMania, prior to this feud with Joe.
Yeah, exactly.
2 solid months, no TV time.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, we see Heyman regularly, but that doesn't cut it.
Yeah. Well, what is your opinion on the whole part-time champ thing? You know,
I would love if they would bring back the big gold belt and just make it the part-timer title. And just let the guys that want to wrestle twice a year fight over that.
Yeah.
They should not carry the main brand's title.
Yeah.
It's a mistake.
Yeah.
Even a monster like Lesnar, the guy doesn't need to or want to work full-time.
Exactly.
He's earned that. You can't put your main strap on that dude.
Exactly.
Goldberg really didn't deserve it.
No. I think that was just to.
I
think it was more or less to
that title should have been retired when Goldberg lost it, and then another championship for Raw or something.
Yeah.
Don't put your main strap on a part-timer. WWE. I'm sure they'll do this again with a different legend. This is not going to be the last time this kind of thing happens.
No, not at all. Not at all.
A guy who's working, who's there all the time, paying the dues, that's the guy you want to put your strap on.
Yeah. Exactly. So, guys, I see us having a great show next Sunday night with Great Balls
I think
of Fire.
Raw should be pretty solid too, I would hope.
Oh, yeah. Look for a real good show tonight.
Hopefully.
Yeah.
Even halfway decent would be appreciated.
Yeah.
I wanted to ask you something. What is your thoughts on the whole Alberto Del Rio?
Oh, yeah. I heard about that.
We have a couple of different champs to talk about outside of the WWE.
Oh, yeah.
Let's talk about Slammiversary.
Yeah, I don't know if you know or not, I've never been a real big TNA, Impact, whatever different name you want to call it, fan, but I was intrigued this week by the fact that they have finally just kind of deleted the history pretty much and have done away with the TNA name and Impact. I hear that they're going to keep Impact as the name, kind of like Raw or SmackDown, for their show. But Impact will now become Global Force Wrestling.
They bought that, didn't they? The parent company.
Yeah. The
so Global Force Wrestling,
Sports,
which was also Jeff Jarrett's creation.
Yeah.
And Impact are all one thing now.
Yeah.
In all the towns.
And Impact Wrestling
and
has
they've
been
reached out to
rebranded.
JR. They've reached out to
Oh,
JR.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Wow.
They've reached out to JR. They want him to be their head commentator.
Wow.
And he's considering it because WWE won't use him regularly.
Yeah. That would be a big step forward for them, and I believe they're off to. If they're looking to push forward and stuff, I do believe they're doing good with having Alberto as the champ coming forward. I've never been a real big fan of Bobby Lashley myself.
Yeah. Both of those guys are real pieces of work. They're super egocentric nutcases.
Yeah.
But as far as wrestling goes, Del Rio is a good tactician.
Yeah. I mean, it's in the family blood and everything.
He doesn't have too many more years in the ring left, though, man.
No.
He's getting up there. He's about Cena's age.
Yeah.
He's older than Cena, I believe, by a year.
I'd say. I think he probably had quite a few years in Mexico before.
Cody Rhodes won the Ring of Honor strap.
Yeah.
And then you have,
And I'm assuming he's like the leader of the Bullet Club
I
now.
wouldn't say leader, he's like the most popular guy.
Yeah,
Omega still considers himself the leader.
yeah,
Since AJ left.
yeah.
Omega won the U.S. New Japan title. They created a new strap for New Japan called the
Yeah.
U.S. Champion.
Wow.
They had a West Coast show in California, and Omega won that strap.
Think we'll see Kenny Omega in the WWE anytime within the next.
Well, he acts
Year or
like
two.
he keeps skirting them around, and
Yeah.
they're not offering him the big bucks he wants. So
There's a lot of these guys like Kenny Omega and numerous ones that us as WWE fans would love to see. But financially speaking, I can't really blame them because they've been no better time in probably the last 25, 30 years for independent wrestlers to make a living. They can, jump from show to show, work Ring of Honor, go to New Japan, go to AAA in Mexico. There's just a lot of opportunities for independent wrestlers right now. And that's basically the reason a lot of them aren't coming to the WWE.
I think we're going to go ahead and cut this. Thank you for watching. Thank you for liking. It's a big support the channel. Mash that like button. It helps me greatly. Michael, thank you.
Yeah.
One month of marriage already.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Sell it. This is a newlywed right here, guys. So, thank you for joining me today, and look forward to what happens on Raw.
And remember, I'll be getting information here soon on
the club meeting.
the club
for
meeting
August.
for August.
You'll be here before you know it.
Yeah. Once I get that information, get everything confirmed, I'll let Harry know, and I'm sure he'll share it with
We'll
everybody.
meet here in person.
Yep.
And you guys will vlog, we'll talk. It'll be great.
Yep.
Mona.
Oh yeah.
All right, guys. Hope y'all have a safe, excellent 4th of July. We'll catch you in the next upload.
Later.